Give me my pen back, Kevin. Stole that pen very quick.
You get a little commentary, sound check, sound check. How this sounds.
A little spread out.
Sound check, sound check. Testing, 1, 2, 3, test.
Give me 600.
Test 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you can get it. So you want to 10, 30, 35, 10.
I usually do I try to get like 35. I try to get like 35.
You get rid of the 7 and 8, you can do anything you want.
7, 8.
Test.
I already it's paid out.
Test,
They just
test.
get their money. That's
Test, test. Test, test, test. No. Mic test, check. Mic check. Testing. Testing. Mic test. Mic 1.
All right, we're going to jump in with a little bit of commentary here. Finally got our audio working. Welcome to the KOLBY'S 585 and under 9-ball tournament in Salem, Oregon, or more specifically, Kaiser, Oregon. And we've got Aaron Rogers, known as Baby Cakes, in the Olympia area versus Rod BAIR. Rod is a 585, coming in right at the limit of this cap. And Aaron's, I believe, is like a 565. Race to 7 on the A side. We're just getting started. This is the first round. Everybody getting here bright and early. 9 a.m. starts at 10. Pool players aren't used to playing at 9 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning, so it usually takes a little bit to get going. And we got the EvoSports live stream platform here. So this is Patrick Nix commentating to you guys, and we'll have some other commentators jumping in and out. Zach Zager doing a great job running this tournament. He'll probably pop in for some commentary a little bit later. He's busy crunching the numbers on the payouts. See, we've got a couple of people watching. Hit us up in the chat. Let us know who you are, where you're watching from. And I'll be playing in this tournament as well this weekend, so hopefully have a good run. I'll post the link to the bracket for you guys so you have that. All right, so what do we got going on here? Doesn't look like that 1 ball passes by the 8, so Aaron's going to have to try to figure something out, playing a safety, thinning off the right side of it, bringing that cue ball down table. I'm assuming he's probably going to want to thin off this with the cue ball and try to avoid the scratch. Maybe if you can just come off of that 5 and bring the cue ball down in here, that would be ideal. Locking up the 1 ball behind the 8 somewhat. So this is what I'm looking for. And he's got to watch that scratch because it definitely was in play. So good shot from Aaron. As long as you're keeping the cue ball on the table on that shot, it was a good shot. He wasn't really going to sell out much. And Aaron's safety play afforded him an opportunity now to get started on this rack. Start at the 1 to get shape on the 3. Good position. He's got on the correct side of that 3 ball just to float over. Just make sure you're not behind the 9 on this one. I don't think he will be. Probably bump into the 9. Just a little overcut on that 3 ball. He would have been in great shape to close out the rack had that gone in.
Okay, I had to fuck it up. Apparently I was too when I was doing this one.
Tough miss there from Aaron. Definitely had the clear path to get out of this rack and tie up the score, but that's probably going to, I'm assuming that's going to make it a 3-1 race here. So Rod electing to go 2 rails. I'm kind of surprised at that, or 3 rails really with the cue ball. I think he could have just floated it over for the 9, but wanted to just let his stroke out on that one. And he gets it done. So 3-1 in favor of Mr. BAIR. And again, you guys are watching this on the EvoSports live stream platform. EvoSports is a brand new company. We provide this service for bars and pool halls that want to have a player-run live stream system ready to go. The players can, anytime they want, just walk in and start using the tablet, stream their match on YouTube without anybody having to run any kind of complicated software or setup or anything like that. So it's a great service. And okay, so here we go. Aaron Rodgers to break. Looking for that wing ball to go in the corner. Doesn't go. But he does drop the 3 ball in, so stay at the table. And something else went in as well. Looks like the 1 ball did also. So he's shooting on the 2. 2 to the 4 is a tough transition here. Yeah, that was really tough. He had to come all the way around the table, missing that side pocket. He had to bring that cue ball to that part and somehow get down in there for the 4. That was a lot to ask on that position where he was. So now Rod with an opportunity with ball in hand and 6 balls on the table. I think the only thing that's really in trouble is kind of he doesn't really have any trouble balls, I guess. Just getting on the 5 straight like he did, it was perfect. So then now he can just play that 5-6 and 7-8 should be good. That was the key, was getting that first position really good. And as long as he stays in line, he's got a pretty simple connect the dots here. All right, so Aaron back to the table. And another opportunity. That was an unusual missed 6 ball there from Rod. Wasn't expecting that. But he's left it kind of funny. It's a tough cut, and it's going to be very difficult to hold the cue ball. Yeah, there it goes past the 9, and I think he did hold it. Yeah, I think he's got it. Boy, I think if it rolls just a hair further, he's going to be stuck, but it does look like he's got room. He's really looking at it, so it's got to be really close. Yeah, he had to jack up and kind of pop it with a jump cue. Okay, so he was using a jump cue there. Yeah, so looked like he might have had it, but I guess not. Just had to jump over a little tiny fraction of the ball. It wasn't much. So turning the table back to Rod. Yeah, it was all about making that 7. Okay. A golden opportunity for Aaron to try to not have too deep of a hole coming into this race to 7 early in the tournament. A 3-2 is much different from a 4-1 score. So this is a really pivotal rack. Good shot there. He's going to have to stretch out over the table, most likely. It's going to be a little uncomfortable. Either he's going to get a bridge or just lean over the table to try to cue at this 8 ball. Might be able to do it with an extension. He's taking off his glove. Oh, he's putting his glove on the other hand. I see. So he's switching. Nope. He decides to put his glove back on. So thought he was going to switch to left-handed and try it that way, but he said no, use the bridge. Keeping it simple. Not trying to do too much with the cue ball. But he's left himself a little more difficult angle than he probably wanted on the 9, but it's still very manageable to the side pocket there. Oh, or you could just bank it. I'm cutting that in, but that's personal preference. I like the cut shot. Aaron likes the bank, and why not? If you can bank as good as that, gets it done. All right, so here's Rod to break. Does not pocket a ball here. And Aaron's got an opening cut shot on the 1. And then he's looking for the 2-3 combo after that. So the choice here is to try to hold the cue ball or to go back and forth. Oh, he banks it again. So he's favoring that bank shot. And might have got a little funny here. He's going to have to back cut. No, I don't think he can back cut that 2. He's going to have to kick at this 2 ball if he wants to pocket it. He's going to play a safe, maybe? Yeah, definitely did not hit that combo the way that he wanted. But good safety there, holds the cue ball nicely. And let's see if Rod chooses the jump cue here. He does not. He's picking up his regular shooting cue. And he's going to kick at it. Good contact, and he gets a nice reward, I think. Gets that cue ball nice and tied up into the stack. I think Aaron might be able to see a slight sliver of this 2-ball. However, he's going to be jacked up over the 6. Oh, what a shot. Heck of an attempt on that 2-ball. And it's kind of funny. He's left Rod the same shot that Aaron had just a little while ago. So another good kick shot from Rod. Not giving up that ball in hand. That's the key. Aaron's got an opportunity on the 2, although difficult. It looks like the scratch is in play. Either pocket that he takes that 2-ball to, it looks like it's right on the scratch line. Oh, wonderful shot. Well played. Needs a little more roll out of that cue ball to get to that 4 in the side, so he's going to have to play the 4. Maybe a safety here.
I was up 2-0 and on my way to my 3rd. And then I missed the ball. Yeah, you were right there. You easy enough to blame it on. So, you got it.
You're good.
All right, Aaron Rodgers with ball in hand and a 4-ball out to tie the score. He'd like to just come back to the other side of the 7. He didn't get any draw on that cue ball, so now he's probably going to use some rails and come around 3 rails for the 8-ball. Yes. Nicely done. Could have gotten a couple more feet out of that cue ball and would have been a little better, but now he's left himself a little bit longer on the 9, but still manageable. There it goes. Aaron Rodgers ties the score 3-3, and we got action. We're now in a race to 4 here. And again, this is the KOLBY'S 585 and under in Kaiser, Oregon. We got 32 players, $200 buy-in. First place prize is over $2,000, I believe. Saw the payouts a minute ago, but there's a couple of side pots as well. I think there's a top 4 side pot. There's a winner-take-all side pot. So there's definitely the opportunity to earn for first place, probably close to $3,000. So Aaron with the soft break, pocketing the wing ball. Definitely took a lot off that compared to his previous breaks. So maybe he's kind of figuring it out. Sometimes you have to figure out the table a little bit. And I think this is the part of the match where we're typically going to see the players get a little more settled in. Usually you see the mistakes from the jitters happening early in the match, and when it gets 5, 6, 7 racks in, they start to get settled in and make fewer mistakes. We'll see. Putting his pinky there where he wants his cue ball. Unless he's going to go. Is he going rail first at this? No. Yeah, he is. Rail first. Nice shot. I didn't know he had to go rail first on that one. Maybe he did just to get the position, but that was an excellent shot. And a safety. Well played. All right, I wrangled myself in a co-commentator. Welcome, Ace Ogletree, in the house.
Oh, what's up?
Welcome, Ace. All right, I'm pretty familiar with Aaron Rodgers in this match, but Rod Bears is, I think, my first time watching him play. Are you familiar with his game?
Yeah, he's pretty solid.
Is he from this area?
Yes.
Okay, so we got a local against, I know Aaron Rodgers is from the Olympia, Washington area, so we see him a lot from my neck of the woods. A lot of Washington players in this tournament. $200 buy-in brings people in from all around.
Everywhere. Why is this not updated?
So Rod's coming in at the top of the Fargo cap, 585. I would assume that based on his Fargo, he's maybe one of the favorites to go deep into this tournament. If you're just looking at Fargo rate.
Yeah, but it's pool.
It's 9-ball, right?
9-ball and it's pool.
Yeah, anything can happen. Bar box 9-ball. There can be upsets all over the place. Well, he's taking care of business pretty good in this rack.
Yeah, he's pretty straightforward and simple with everything.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to do some inside here. Yep, check it with inside. Nice shot. Gets himself a good opportunity. Yeah, he's settled in now. Shooting good. There it goes. Rod takes the lead, 4-3. So, Ace, you're playing in this tournament too, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
All right. Who's your first opponent?
Jared Santoyo.
Oh, okay. And you play local here. This is your home bar, right?
Yes,
KOLBY'S.
it is my bar.
And do you guys do a lot of tournaments here like this?
We're just starting to get back into it since COVID.
Okay. good turnout today. Filled the bracket with 32. That was the cap, and got it completely filled up.
It's good.
It's hard to do in the summertime, when you got. I guess it's almost summer anyway. It's nice weather out there, and scratch on the brake from Rod. And not an easy run out opportunity necessarily. I think the 3 to the 4 is going to be the tough transition here. So I think ideally he wants shape on the 3, probably around here for the cue ball, so that way he could bring it back, have a nice little angle to bring back that cue ball off the 3 with some low left and bring it down into this area here for the 4. This is the key, is starting on this 2 ball to get the perfect shape on the 3 so that you can get over to the 4. Once you figure out the 3 to the 4, the rest is going to be pretty simple. Yeah, he's
straight.
Yeah, he's really straight. And now I don't like it because he's going to try to have to get into this little window in here or come down into here, being that straight on it. And neither one is ideal. Yeah, you got the window. And he might be playing a safety here if he doesn't have the cut. We'll see. Yeah, safety. Not a bad play. Gets it locked in there pretty good. But this is a very manageable jump shot for this. Does Rod not have a
I'm not sure. As long as I've known Rod, if I've ever seen him jump a ball.
Yeah, and I don't see a jump cue in his bag of equipment over here.
Yeah,
So
I don't
his
think
equipment,
I've
I
ever
don't see a
seen
jump.
him jump a ball.
Yeah, that would have been an obvious jump for most of us to jump that over that 9 and pocket the 4 in the side right there. Wasn't too difficult as far as jumps go. I see we got Travis Hernandez in the chat saying the rules, no early 9s. No, that's not correct. It is call 9. You can have an early 9 if it's called.
No 9s on the break.
Yeah, no 9 on the break. But early 9s are allowed. You just have to call the 9 ball.
Nice cut.
Yeah, well done. Cue ball back and forth a couple of times. And he's got room to pocket that 6 past the 9, so he should be in good shape here. Good stroke. I like his fundamentals on that one. Really stayed down through the whole duration of his stroke. He got pretty straight on this 8 ball. I think ideally you'd like to have a slight angle, but no problem. All right, we are going blow for blow, toe to toe. It's 4-4. And this race to 7 is now shortened down to a race to 3. All right, Aaron Rodgers with the soft break again. He's dialing that in pretty good.
I don't like that.
Well, why? Yeah, let's talk about that. Why don't you like the soft break?
I don't like the soft break, especially in a rack your own. I mean, it doesn't work out all the time, but a little bit of pattern racking.
But if it's within the rules, why wouldn't you do it? I mean, I've seen tournaments where they say it's a rule, no soft breaking, but how do you actually quantify what a soft break is? No one has a speed gun, no one has a radar gun on it and saying, hey, you're, only 12 miles per hour, you're supposed to be over 15, so it's not an enforceable rule to say no soft breaks. But, one way you can prevent that is to say no templates. If you say no templates, nobody's soft breaking.
Yeah.
If you're racking with a triangle, you have to smash it because they're not frozen together perfectly tight like a template gets them. So you can't guarantee that wing ball.
Yeah.
But if you're template racking, I say, man, if it's in the rules, go for it, man.
I still don't like it.
All right. Well, you don't have to do it, but your opponent can do it to you.
I get it.
Yeah. Now, do you prefer templates?
I prefer the template because it's a tight rack, but I break hard regardless.
Right. Okay. Oh, we got Chris Marino from Olympia in the chat. I know who he's rooting for. Olympia, Washington has a great pool scene. Kind of reminds me of the Salem area here. You guys have a great pool scene in Salem. I couldn't believe it, coming down here, and I visited 3 places. I went to KOLBY'S and Phil's and Jammers, and all just fantastic venues with great quality diamond tables, good food, good service. And the people have been just really friendly, easy to find action. I love it down here. You guys got a great community.
Yeah, there's a pretty good pool community, not just for the BCA type of player, but we have a big APA community as well. Matt.
All right, so Rod looking to take the lead here with this 9-ball. And rattles it home. It was a little bit of a close one there, coming off the rail first, but now I'm not sure on this diamond table. Does this have the shorter depth shelves? You know how some diamonds have the 1 inch and some of them have the 1.5 inch shelves. I think this one is.
I think this is 1.5.
You think it's the deeper shelf? Mm-hmm. Okay. I've seen some balls slide in pretty
the corner
good. It didn't look like they should have gone, but they still go in.
The corner pockets on these tables, if you hit anything inside of the pocket, it doesn't go most of the time.
Oh, all right. And the cloth looks like pretty good condition on all these tables. You guys take good care of them here.
They get vacuumed every night. Rails get cleaned every night. We redo the tables at least once a year.
See, that's how a pool hall should be.
Try and keep everything up.
I always appreciate coming into a pool where it's clean. There's no dust underneath the rail, and it doesn't look like somebody puked all over the table. You've been to those places.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we have a pretty big non-pool clientele as well that plays. So we have to be on top of customers with drinks and things like that.
The non-pool players, they're just coming in to bang balls. They don't realize that you can't set your beer on the table. Yeah. I know. You know, I see places that have signs up that say, you know, no drinks on the table, and I'm like, isn't that obvious? Like, doesn't everybody know that you don't put drinks on a pool table? But apparently that's not obvious to everybody.
Is that a? It's okay. That's a 6.
Yeah, mine said 2-7.
So Rod moving around that 9 ball a little bit. And interesting, the 8-9 is a potential combo when it gets down to it, but doesn't have to be. Great shot from Rod to get over all the way over for that 2 ball. It's hard to get position off of a ball that's deep inside the pocket. And he did a great job getting around the table. And using some side spin draw to bring the cue ball out for the 4. Okay, he's showing that 585 skill set now. I'm seeing it. And this rack will put Rod on the hill. So this is a big one. And Aaron with just a 1 mistake in this rack, the missed shot on the 1 ball, and that's what cost him. It's not over yet, though. And now it is. That 1 plays, and Rod is on the hill, and Aaron Baby Cakes Rogers has got to win 3 in a row. But guess what? He gets 2 of those breaks if he does go the distance. He will be breaking the hill game. And so his last couple breaks were the soft break, and it worked out really well for him. We'll see if he continues with it. I think the idea with the soft break is you pocket the wing ball and try to control the 1 ball and control the cue ball. If you can do that consistently, you have a really much higher statistical percentage of getting out. And he popped it a little harder than he did previously. Still got the wing ball, and the 1 traveled more than he wanted it to, and that might be a little bit of a problem. He might be able to back cut this 1 into the corner here. It looks like, I think the 1 does play to that corner. I do believe you can see enough of that. It's just a tough shot. Sorry, Ace, I turned your volume down when you were talking to somebody else. What was that?
Cue ball's on the rail. That's going to be a hard cue ball to control.
It really is. You're just going to have to let it go where it naturally goes, right? You're not really going to try to put any kind of spin on this cue ball. What's he looking at? He's going to push out? I don't know if he's going to, yeah. Yeah, well, he blocked that pocket for the 2. So that's something, but I don't think Rod's going to give this back to him. I wouldn't. I'm firing from here. That's kind of cool. You guys have the live stream up on the TV, and then you got the bracket up on the other TV.
Yes.
That's cool. All right, so Aaron giving up the table, but there's no offensive shot here, I don't believe.
No, I think the 6 short.
Yeah, he's going to be looking for that safety. I think he's going to thin the one and bring the cue ball. Try to bring it down inside the 9. That might be what I'm looking for with the cue ball there. What do you think, Ace? Something
Not
like
bad.
that? Oh, okay.
That works.
Oh, that's actually way better. That's a way better idea. It's always easier when you're at the table. Yeah, that was way better. Now Aaron's got to kick at least one rail, if not. I don't even know if the 3-railer is in play because of the 7 ball. So this is a tough spot to be in. And doesn't get the hit. Good attempt. You think Rod might go for the cheese here
Yeah.
because it's early in the rack? Or does he go for the run out? The 2 is not really that easy to get onto. So I might take.
I don't think it's because it's early in the rack. I think that's just Rod. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's probably also looking at the difficulty of the run out versus the difficulty of going for the cheese here. All right, for the match win, Rod Blair getting cheesy. No good, and he gets safe. We call that a safety with cheese.
Well, 3-foul rule is also in effect.
Right, that's true. And if you know you can get a safe out of it, go for the 9 and play safe, right? That's always you can't go wrong with that. All right.
Let's get a hit. He's going to get a roll. Nope.
And the 1's going to lay up. And then I'm gonna wonder now if he's going to look at the 2-5-9 combo. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's
Right?
there.
It is there. But anytime you're putting 3 balls in play on a combo shot, it's really tough. He might carry him off the 2 into the 5-9. So he's calling the 9 ball here. Attempt number 2, and it goes in. Rod Bair with the match win and advances to the second round of the A side. Aaron Baby Cakes Rogers unfortunately goes down to the B side. We'll be back with another match. Hang out on our YouTube channel, and we're going to end this stream, and another one's going to be starting up when the next players are up. So hang out with us.